G'day everybody, welcome to the panel where we look at the world through the frame of the comic book. Today we are talking about Captain America Brave New World. My name is Jason BADOWER'S. I'm a comic book artist for DC Comics, currently working on Joker Harley Criminal Sanity, and I'm joined today by Scott Stewart, Marvel Living Library.
Looking forward to talking in a very non-spoilery, vague way about some film that we may have seen.
Scott, let's rank this with relation to the other Captain America movies.
Civil War is in third place because I don't think the movie works on its own terms. The villain's plot is complicated and nonsensical. Coming in at second would be Captain America and the Winter Soldier. It's a tense and effective thriller. It's a thoroughly entertaining, well-executed film.
The only thing that docks it for me is the Nick Fury fake death. Otherwise, the rest of it, incredible. Captain America, The First Avenger is my number one because I just think it has the best heart. Yes, it sort of falls off towards the end, but I just love the emotion of it. Where would you slot Captain America Brave New World?
At this point, having seen the movie once, I would slot it just below Civil War. For all its flaws, Civil War just slightly edges out this film, which has similar flaws, but not quite the redemptive highs.
I think the plot of Captain America Brave New World is better than Civil War, but to your point, it doesn't have those highs that Civil War manages to achieve. If you were to talk about Captain America Brave New World in relation to the entire MCU, where would you put it?
For me, Brave New World ranks exactly the same place on the MCU chart as it does in the Captain America chart, just below Civil War.
Unfortunately, the more you watch Captain America Civil War, the worse it gets, as it just does not quite hold together. This one has really fallen down the rankings over the years. I put it at 17th place. This is entertainment. It's a popcorn big summer action film. Me personally, I would put it closer to a 7. If you were to say 6.5, I'd be like, I can get that. If you're really not into the genre and stuff and you said, hey, I think it's a 6, I'd be like, I can give you that too. I think the plot is very strong. I think the execution along the way gets a little bit wobbly.
I'd be ranking it closer to 6 out of 10, but that's a solid pass.
It is not trying to change your life. It's not trying to move you emotionally in any way. It is just trying to entertain you for 2 hours of its time. My first mandate for Captain America Brave New World was Sam Wilson as Captain America. What did you think?
Sam is intensely charismatic and carries himself as a man who wears the shield almost as a burden, as much as a duty, as an honor. And really, kudos to Mackie for dramatizing that quite well throughout this film and his previous innings.
This is my biggest trepidation going into the movie. Could he carry the shield? Could he live up to the reputation? Anthony Mackie as Captain America was my absolute highlight of this film. He's also a lot closer to Steve Rogers originally in the comics. He wasn't super powered. He was just at the top edge of human. I really like the idea that he is a man who has to use what is around him to find the solutions to these absolutely extra normal problems. I had an insight that the comparison between our new Captain America and Batman, I think they're very, very similar characters. They are both superheroes without any superpowers. But the biggest difference is that our perception of the characters and the in-world perception of the characters is totally flipped. Every audience member knows that Batman will always figure it out. But no one in the DC universe is ever like, oh, we don't need to turn up, Batman's got it. The difference here is everyone is like, you're Captain America, you'll figure it out. And having that pressure on his shoulders of actually being Batman in the Marvel universe is phenomenal. And the way that he wears that and carries that through every scene was phenomenal.
I feel bad for Sam's parents suddenly. There's more to his burden than just turning up and being amongst these people. He has to stand apart from them and be compared to the best that's ever done it.
Hot tip, I do recommend going back and watching The Incredible Hulk. That is the last significant time that we saw Thaddeus Ross, and it references that movie a lot.
I would point anyone who hasn't made time for the Eternals or Falcon and Winter Soldier, the Disney Plus series. I think both of those are reasonably important.
Scott, who do you think this movie is for?
I think, obviously, MCU fans. It's very shaped towards winning back audiences that might have fallen off along the way. People who like espionage or mystery thrillers. I think there's enough there for general audiences of action entertainment to find enough to latch onto and enjoy for a couple of hours.
I don't think this is something you could bring your non-fan significant other to and know for sure that they're going to enjoy this movie. I think it's a movie you go see with other fans or anybody that likes this sort of genre stuff to begin with. I actually recommend watching the trailer before the movie because I think seeing some of the elements for the first time on the big screen can be incredibly jarring without having been prepared for them beforehand.
I think fans of the Captain America movies will see a lot of Captain America in this movie, even though it's a different man wearing the suit. It's that spirit of Captain America that is the most important and valuable part of this franchise, and it's a worthy entry. Probably won't be your favorite, but it's definitely not worth skipping.
Thank you for joining Scott and I hope you liked our spoiler-free review. If you feel like giving the video a like, it would absolutely help us so much. If you want to subscribe, please join us. We're going to be doing a ton of deep dives into Captain America, what he means for the MCU, and what a great superhero actually is and what makes that up. Please check out my graphic novel, Joker Harley Criminal Sanity, and my free online comic, The Last Son, at jasonbadower.com. Thanks. Take care of yourselves. Take care of somebody else if you can. See you soon. Scott, what are you drinking?
Today, I'm drinking the Be Kind Rewind, Mountain Culture's signature strong New England IPA. And I chose it because I think this is how the powers that be behind the MCU are hoping we'll think of Captain America Brave New World. Please be kind. We're going back to some of the things that worked better in phases 1 through 4.
If you're looking to get caught up on Captain America, please check out this video, which will catch you up on everything you need to know. I've condensed 14 hours worth of movies and TV shows down to 10 minutes. Have fun and enjoy the movie.